You're about to learn what it takes to go from 80s golf to 70s golf. In today's video, you'll see a breakdown of specific shots and decisions in 3 key areas that you can focus on to take your game to the next level. And on this very first hole, you're going to see examples of 2 out of the 3 key areas in action. The third shows up shortly after. Be sure to stick around till the end because I'm going to link you to a practice plan that gives you exactly what you need to work your score into the 70s. All right, here we go. Now I'm a little bit longer than Trevor, which a lot of people say gives me a huge advantage, but if you can't convert on the greens in regulation, then distance is nothing more than a vanity metric. You can see Trevor hits the green from here, and I only have 55 yards into the green, but I hit a terrible partial wedge, and I'm not able to put it up on the green. Now, one thing to keep in mind here is even pros miss a lot of greens in regulation, and that leads us right into key focus area number 2, which is chipping to get it up and down. I gave myself a chance there, but not the greatest chip. As we said earlier, Trevor's on in regulation and has an easy 2-putt to secure the par.
Good roll, get there. Oh, that's a nice roll.
I'm assuming you know you can't 3-putt a lot if you want to be shooting in the 70s. That being said, if you hit 50% greens in regulation and get it up and down 50% of the time, that means you're only bogeying a quarter of the holes. So you're going to be about 4 or 5 over, which is definitely in the 70s. And that is the key thing your practice should be focused on. If you can improve your greens in regulation to 50% and improve your up and downs to 50%, you're almost all the way there. Now here you can see I missed the green again. I went long and left, and Trevor followed suit and did the exact same thing. The difference you'll see is what we do with our chip shots.
Yeah, I think we both went over the green.
Trevor plays a smart conservative chip, and I try to get fancy. This was a steep downhill lie on a steep downhill green, so even though that chip didn't look amazing, it was a good chip that gave him a chance. Now I made a dumb decision, tried to hit a flop shot, and sent it way past the hole.
She gone.
Now part of getting it up and down is planning your misses. We both missed in a terrible spot that made it almost impossible to get the ball up and down. At this point, I'm going to be happy with a bogey, and honestly, that's what Trevor's expecting too.
Oh, good putt. Oh!
Pure money to save that up and down par. Now, obviously, that's not going to happen frequently, even with a low single-digit handicap. But the point is, a low single-digit handicap is giving themselves opportunities to save par instead of scrambling for bogey like you see me do here.
Oh, bogey, 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 bogey.
And that brings us to key point number 3, tee shot control. Normally, I'm pretty confident with the driver. Today, I was not. I hit a big old slice. Thought it was out of bounds, just barely hung in there and stayed in. Meanwhile, Trevor blasted one right down the middle. Again, I get more distance than he does with my driver. I also get in a lot more trouble. So I survived the tee shot. Should have played an iron here. Tried to smash a 5-wood up there and just topped it. Rolled through the bunker and luckily ended up in the fairway. Not a high percentage shot. Trevor takes a 5-wood here and hits a great shot, which unfortunately catches the lobe of that bunker up there. And I've left myself 205 yards to get my green in regulation, which I hit a great 5-iron. Thought I'd done it. Ended up just a yard short of the green. Once again, narrowly missing the green and forcing myself to get it up and down to try for par. Now, Trevor hit a great 100-yard sand shot here. Ended up very near me, just short of the green. So we've both got a chance to get it up and down for par. Trevor's going first. He's got great form with that chip, only rotating his upper body. And again, not a guaranteed par, but he's given himself a chance. Meanwhile, I opt for the putter as it feels safer and end up blasting this one past.
Worst putt of the day.
Still giving myself a chance at par, but a little disappointed with that result. Now, one important aspect is to pay attention to your game and what's going well for you that day. Some days it's going to be the chips that are earning you the pars, and some days it's going to be the putts that are earning you the pars. You got to find what's working and make it continue to work if you want to shoot in the 70s. Today, nothing was really working for me, but everybody has days like that. If you're paying attention, you'll notice Trevor's had a little bit better ball striking, a little bit better chipping, a little bit better putting.
Golf's more fun when you do good.
Everything's just very marginal, very minorly better, but it puts him in a lot better position score-wise. All right, moving on to a par 3. I hit a great 9-iron to this 150-yard flag and just barely missed the green.
Good shot.
A little short.
Just short.
I like her.
And for those of you counting, that's 0 for 4 on greens in regulation. Meanwhile, Trevor hits one that looks really good, creeps to the left a little on him, and ends up in that sand. But even from the sand, a 70s golfer is going to get it up and down quite often, which Trevor gives himself a great chance to do so here. Meanwhile, I've got a straightforward putt from just off the green, and I've got birdie in my sights. I hit a good putt and just didn't quite drop it.
Wow, right at the end.
Be very happy with a tap-in par and chalk that up as an up and down, even though it was an easy one. Meanwhile, Trevor going for the sand save here and converts.
Boom, 3 pars.
A big part of scoring in the 70s is going to be the decisions you make. On this hole, we've got a ravine at about 260 yards, and while my driver may or may not get there, there's no need to risk it. I play a nice 5-wood and fade it up the right side. Trevor's a little shorter and feels safe hitting driver, which he does, and hits a beauty right down the fairway. Now this is a par 5, and while I love reaching it in 2, there's a lot of hazard and trouble around the green, so I opt to play an 8-iron, advance the ball, and get myself in a good position. Trevor does the same with a beautiful shot advancing the ball again down the fairway.
Good ball.
Thanks. That'll do.
That'll do, pig.
That'll do.
On par 4s and par 5s, I like to figure out the safest way to turn the hole into a pitch and wedge par 3 or shorter. Here we were able to safely turn it into a 100-yard par 3, and I didn't think I had enough on this shot, but was able to just sneak it over that sand and put it on the green for a green in regulation. Trevor hits a good strike just a little left, and also hits his green in regulation. Now, I was pretty far from the hole, and it was a pretty crazy slope next to the hole. So I left myself a difficult 2-putt, and just hoping to eke out a 2-putt par on this last hole. Trevor plays his birdie putt here, and just about drops it.
Come down, come down, come down. Oh, that was a good putt,
Man.
And he'll follow up that birdie putt with a confident stroke here to finish with a par. If you're ready to start shooting in the 70s, I've built this perfect practice plan to help you keep your tee shots in play, get it on the green in regulation, and get it up and down when you don't. You can watch that video right here, and if you want a custom-built plan designed to fit your skill and time available, you can visit thescratchplan.com/yourscratchplan. I'll leave a link in the description, and we'll build a plan catered to your needs. See you next time.